Welcome to YouTube Celebrity Gossip News with me, Tommy. How's it going, Tommy?
It's going great, except for it's snowy and cold here.
Right. Well, we have some breaking news, and we have some big news about Logan Paul and some other things. So let's get to work, and here we go. Welcome back to YouTube Celebrity Gossip News with me, Tommy. So, Tommy, we have some news about Logan Paul, which I'm going to start out with. Basically, in a video of Logan Paul's, he's gotten in some major hot water once again, besides this suicide forest that he went to, and some of the dumb things actually he's done in his videos. And basically, he was in a video, and these rats were already dead, to where he tased them for fun and games. Basically, that's what he did. And like I said, these rats were already dead.
So because of this and other current actions that he's taken and things he's said, YouTube has now decided to take him completely off of the AdSense program altogether for now.
Right, which is bad for business, because not only that, he got in disguise and he went to a college, and he was just like, how about that Logan Paul character? How about that guy right there? What do you guys think of Logan Paul? What do you think about that Logan Paul guy? And that's all he cared about, basically, was getting in disguise. And, you know, he wanted to see what other students, other people had to say. My recommendation, he should have gone to an elementary school, of all things.
So for how long he's not going to have any ads on his videos, we don't know, because the articles have just said it's temporary. So whether he gets them back or not, it's up to YouTube, whether he gets back in good standing or not. So it could become permanent, or it could just be a temporary thing.
Logan Paul has really messed up, and he's also done a lot of things that are hypocritical, which what I'm saying is that I think he needs psychological help, and that's just me.
That what he was, the apology, the first apology, then the second apology, along with his dad's apology, basically meant diddly squat, in my opinion, because he's now got himself into more trouble. So has he really learned? Well, like I said in a previous story we did about him, I said only time could tell. As of right now, it looks like he has, in my opinion, he has not learned anything from his previous mistakes.
So what we'll do is keep you updated, and we'll let you know on the news that we find out about Logan Paul and more about Logan Paul. But he's in the media to where everybody's just taken by surprise what his actions are. Moving on, Tommy, what do you have for this week? Okay, well, a lot of you know out there that there are these milestones where you get a silver play button for 1,000 subscribers, a gold button for 1 million subscribers, and then at 10 million, you get is what I know is the diamond play button. Well, there's an article floating around out there saying that not everyone who applies for one of these milestones will actually get it. Let's just start with the 1,000K. There's this YouTuber, MLP, basically, who has this channel where he does scary stuff, like he goes out with a camera and looks around for the scary videos. And his claim is that he attempted to get the 1,000K play button, which is the silver one, but YouTube is saying because of his content and not being in good standing with YouTube, that he cannot get his play button. But he's saying this is totally unfair because he's working with other YouTubers that do the same kind of content, but even more scary than him, and they've got their play button.
But in the video where he talks about this, he shows no evidence to back up what he's claiming. So he's claiming that YouTube is playing favoritism, when the reality is YouTube has these standards where if you have no artificial inflated views or subscribers, you're in good standings, and you've made that 100,000 threshold. So once you reach the 100,000 mark, you'll be more likely to get that play button if you're in good standings with YouTube.
I think that's a good rule. And if you're not in good standing, you better make sure you're in good standing, so because you have something to work towards, like a goal. That you know, making videos is a big goal for us on YouTube, right, Tommy?
Yeah. And
doing what we do. But you know, you should look at this as another goal. The play button, gold, silver, bronze, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, being in WWE where, you know, they're there to fight and compete, but, you know, they get to win titles as well. It's the same thing. You get to win a title. You get to win something that you've worked hard for, totally hard for. So I get it. So I like that idea, and make sure you're in good standing, like we said, and we'll have the story down on the section down below so you can read more about it. Moving right along to Tommy's other story.
Okay, the last final story is, as a lot of you may know, VidCon was started back in 2010 by John and Hank Green. Well, recently it was announced that they were acquired by Viacom. Now, this is not the same Viacom that you knew a couple years ago that was in a lawsuit with YouTube. They're under new management, and they're actually trying to repair the damage that was done between YouTube and Viacom back then. And this is one of the steps by acquiring VidCon, which is one of the largest online video conferences out there, expanding with 3 of them, one in Europe and one in Australia now. And so basically what this does is gives them more tools to do a better job of planning, organizing, live streaming, because this is what Viacom is good at. But nothing will change as far as VidCon itself, except for maybe some ideas that Viacom will bring, which they'll be announcing soon. But basically, the people who are the people that work on VidCon and getting all the special guests, all the big YouTubers, talking to vendors and stuff, those people will still stay in their jobs in Missoula, Montana, where VidCon is located out of.
Well, that's a good thing, that people will still have their jobs, people will still be able to go to VidCon. There's still a VidCon to go to. John and Hank Green made VidCon big in what it is today. If you haven't been to VidCon, I advise that you go. You have a great time, right, Tommy?
Yep, that's correct. Basically, there's a video out there where Hank's talking with a lot of other people to partner with besides Viacom, and none of them really share that same community aspect of what YouTube is all about, which John and Hank really love. They love the community aspect. And when they had that sit down and talk with Viacom, Viacom was just blew them away by, you know, how they really do get that. They understand the community. They understand people wanting to better and improve themselves as creators. So that is why I think they made a really great decision go with Viacom instead of someone who just doesn't get the YouTube atmosphere.
That's the best decision that they made, because they know YouTube, they know VidCon, they know events like VidCon. So that's all the stories that we have. Tune in next time. We'll be back soon. We'll give you some more stories and some more great things to talk about. And until then, we have a Patreon, we have a Facebook, we have Twitter, and more social network links to come soon.
Thanks for everyone who's watched our video. And please tell us your thoughts down in the description.
We're out, and this has been a Next Level production.
The channel takes you to the next level.
All right, later everyone. See ya.
Bye.